Hello everybody, it's Janice and I'm back with some more snow globe cards. I wanted to show you how the other one turned out that I did, the video before this one about how I did this resist technique with the glossy accents and the decoupage, or not decoupage, Mod Podge dimensional magic. Here's the 3 cards that I made. Here is, actually I made 4. There's the other one. Here it is. This is the one that I did with you in the video. And so there it is all put together. And then I made the bases of these ones in green. So I really like how they turned out. This one I spritzed with, not spritzed, but like dropped droplets of water on it so that it would react with the distress ink. And then this one I didn't really do anything to it. This is the one that I did dots of glossy accents. And like I said, this is the first one that I made. So I just wanted to show you how those turned out. I really, really like how they turned out. Today we're going to work on this one. And so I found this in my stash, this red and white gingham, and I really, really like a lot. So we're going to work on this. I'm going to start with the background and how I did that. I don't know if you can see just how really cool this background is. Okay, so we've got our white background. I'm going to put this guy aside. We'll talk about him in a moment. I've got a green base here. We'll talk about that later. And everything is still cut at 5 1/4. So what I did was I spritzed or misted my paper, and this paper is probably just Wausau paper, nothing special. You could do this on watercolor paper. That would work too, but I didn't even do that. I just wet the paper, and then I'm using my Distress Stains today. And when you wet the paper, it's really nice because the ink starts to really spread out. It starts to wick, and it's just a really neat effect. And then I'm going to do some blue. This one's tumbled glass, and so again, not being too careful or precise or anything like that, and you can just keep spritzing it to make the colors move together. And then I've got the chipped sapphire over here. Okay, we're just going to blend it in together, nothing too precise. I could use a little more water in my mini mister. I need one of those larger misters. I tend to run out of ink. I mean of water. So anyway, okay. And now I've got this blue here, so I'm just going to dab it there on my all right, now we're going to dry it. It's really wet. Okay, so I'm going to move to something else right now. I'm going to need to stop the video in a moment and refill my mini mister because I'm going to need more water to finish this part up. So we're just going to set that aside, give it a little more time to air dry, and we'll just do some other little things that won't take too long to explain anyway. I'm not going to do everything on camera because it would take too long. So, got my little piece here for the base of the snow globe, and what I used is these Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz stamps, the Grunge Flakes. And I really, really, really like these. And so what I'm going to do is just use Versamark and do the bottom here with just do a watermark effect. Don't need a block or anything like that. Just, okay. And there we have a nice border there. Okay, so we're going to put this aside. What I did do too, before I put it aside, I'll tell you that I took my white gel pen and just basically, I just went around the entire base just to kind of finish it off a little bit. Okay, and then I'll talk to you about my little snowman. He is from those dollar stamps that I'm giving away. There's a video called Stamp Giveaway. So go to that. If you're not a subscriber, you need to subscribe. If you are a subscriber, go over there and leave a comment about your favorite tradition. And he's one of the stamps that are included there. This is what he looks like. And so what I did was I stamped him in black. And then I stamped him in red. And I actually used the Recollections dye ink pad. These dye inks are pretty nice. All I'm really stamping him for is for his clothing. Okay, so there he is in red. And so I cut him out, fussy cut him out. And this I would do at the end, but I just did it so I could show you what it would look like. I used the Liquid Pearls, the Buttercup, and I wish I had an orange one because it would be better, but this was the best thing I had. Because if you can see here, when you stamp him in black, he's got a black nose. And I could have just colored it in with a marker, but I wanted it to have dimension. You could use puff paint too if you have it in orange. I tried orange stickles, but it doesn't really cover up the black as much. So anyway, that's what I did. And then what I did was I cut out all of these elements, the hat and the vest and the little buttons out of the red, and just paper pieced him. And then if you can tell here, I'm not sure if you can, I did add rock candy stickles to him to make him look frosty and snowy, like a, like a snowman. And he doesn't have any arms yet because basically the arms, I stamped him on here and then I just used the arms from the stamped image. Okay, so that's that part. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to come back and show you how we did that background. Stay tuned for part 2.